The back page has a story about you shrinking, and you shrink. First you shrink to a height of 1 foot, and then everything else starts to shrink proportionally with you. So if you're trying to find the new size of things, there's a couple of things you need to know. You need to know kind of the ratio by which things shrunk. So you have to set up a ratio using your height. And everyone's is going to be different. So this is mine. Your paper should not look like mine. So I'm going to walk through how to do mine. But unless you're 5'3", then your paper shouldn't look like mine. So I'm 5'3", and notice I didn't write 5'3". That is not a unit of measurement that works with proportions, because what 5 feet and 3 inches means, it really means 5 feet plus 3 inches. And you can't work proportions when you have addition around them as easily. So it's much better to convert this all to feet or all to inches. And since this is in inches, it's easiest to compare inches to inches. So I'm going to convert my height to inches. 5 feet, there are 12 inches in a foot, so I multiply 5 times 12, that's 60 inches. And then I add 3 more. So my height is 63 inches. Your height should be different here, this ratio. So down here, I'm going to do 2 of these. Down here, I'm going to talk about the pencil first, and then I'll do the pinky finger. They're asking you to actually do the proportion setup. So I'm going to do that. I have this ratio 12 to 63, and I need to keep in mind this is the new height, and this is my old height, right? So then I need to set up a proportion with another ratio. We've got pencils usually measure 7.5. That's old, right? And I want to know what the new height is. So that's X. So this is my proportion setup. Once I set that proportion up, I can just cross multiply. I'm not going to show that cross multiplication. I'm assuming that everybody is comfortable with that at this point. So X ends up, the new size is that pencil shrunk down to 1.43 inches. So the reason I can use proportional, remember it said everything shrunk proportionally. So for every 12 new inches, for every 63 old inches that I existed, I'm really only 12 inches now. So that pencil should have shrunk down according to the same ratio. That's why I can use this logic. I'm going to do the pinky finger now. So you need to take a ruler, measure your pinky finger. I'm going to go knuckle to knuckle, or knuckle to end. So if I match this up with the knuckle right down here, then go up to here, I've got my pinky finger ending right around there. Now, again, this is, you need to know how to read the ruler, right? I've got 2 inches, I've got almost 3 inches here, but we're sort of, notice that this is, these big lines split the inch up into fourths. So I've got 2 3/4 of an inch. That's how long my pinky finger is, but I would rather work in decimal form. So 2 3/4 is the same thing as 2.75. So my pinky finger measures 2.75 inches. And now I set up the proportion. 12 to 63 equals 2.75, because that's the old, this is my real life length, right? 2.75 inches over, and then X, I don't know how the new one is. Cross multiply, and I get my new pinky finger would only be about 1/2 inch. So notice that that's going to shrink down to about here. So that here. So that's going to be the size of my new pinky finger, pretty small. You finished the rest, including measuring your own foot and doing that.